Hey everybody, it's Mr. Tappon. I hope everybody's doing well out there. We're gonna do something a little bit different today. We're actually gonna do a target heart rate lesson and teach you guys how to find your pulse and do a little experiment at the end. And everybody always hears me say in PE, let's get our heart rate up, let's get our heart rate up. And here's a good way and why we do it, okay? So I'm gonna take the camera and zoom in really quick. So for target heart rate, it's gonna be the number 220 minus your age, okay? So it's gonna be different for everybody in every grade level. So when we talk about target heart rate, we want to be between 50 and 85% of our max heart rate. And I put a little example on there. So if you're 10 years old, your max heart rate would be 210 beats per minute, okay? So our target heart rate would somewhere between 105 and 178 beats per minute, okay? So when we work out, that's what we're shooting for. We want to get our heart rate up in that target heart rate zone, okay? So I'm gonna teach you guys how to find your heart rate real quick. So there's two ways to find your heart rate, okay? You could find it on your wrist or you could find it on your neck, okay? So if you find it on your wrist, that's called your radial pulse because you're trying to feel your radial nerve. And the one on your neck is called your carotid pulse, okay? So the easy way to do it, I know some of you guys have Fitbits or different devices to track your heart rate. I have one on my watch, but the original way before electronics was to find your pulse, and you can count for the entire 60 seconds, but the faster way to do it is to count for 15 seconds, and then we're gonna multiply that by 4, okay? So I'm gonna do mine. I'm gonna go and find my pulse, okay? And then I'm gonna count to 15 starting now. All right, so mine was about 16, okay? So 16 times 4 over here, okay? 16 times 4, we're gonna go 4 here, and 64, okay? So 64 is my resting heart rate, okay? Now here's the experiment, okay? So your resting heart rate should be pretty low, right? Okay, if you're not doing anything. So what I would like everyone to do with me is just jog around, do some high knees for about 45 seconds, and we're gonna see how our heart rate changes, okay? And the harder you work, the faster you move your feet, hopefully your pulse goes up more, okay? So on 45 seconds, everybody ready? All right, ready, go. So I'm gonna run, get my feet up. I wanna get my heart rate up really high. So I'm gonna get my knees up. All right. And then when I say stop, I want you to find your heart rate as quick as you can and see the difference. And I'll do it with you guys. All right, so we got 25 more seconds. Maybe I'll run around a little bit, do a lap around the easel. Awesome. All right, 10 more seconds. And here we go, and stop and find your pulse. All right, so I had on mine, I measured it out, and I had about 30, okay? If I times that by 4, that's 120, and just in that 45 seconds, I almost doubled my heart rate, and I was working pretty hard, okay? So, hope you guys can try this out, but seeing the difference between resting and your heart rate after doing a little bit of activity, that's the goal of PE. Even inside, even in that 45 seconds, you can get your heart rate up, okay? So, hope you guys enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.